This first piece is called Greener Pastures. So for some of these poems that I do, I'm probably going to give you context after or before, depending on what the piece is. Sometimes it makes sense to give you context afterwards, so that's what I'll do. This first piece is called Greener Pastures. It pains me to admit I was ever ridden with guilt over having considered the mitten a rigid... Let's start again. I don't know what happened there, bruv. I had a moment like you just did, it? It pains me to admit I ever considered a mitten religious conviction just to improve my position is sickening. What's compulsive worldly ambition that changes an individual's condition? Macbeth in his kingdom. I was so far removed from where I needed to be. I fear it was greed. I was driven to a hit or wolf think crash test dummy. I've been foreshadowing something. Like Isayama penning the greatest manga in comics I planned for the longest. I knew I had to address this topic like a mannequin bust. I'm not for the clamour and the fuss. It takes courage and guts to be this upfront in the open like it did in The Walking Dead. Before this was an outlet, I relied on the web until my mental health took a hit and I damn near called it quits like Maguire's Peter Parker. I needed answers like, how do I take this farther? Swamp Thing, I started seeking greener pastures. I'm mural crafting. What's a gift wrapped with disappointment past the parcel? I grasped this art form like a sculptor and craftsman. Then raise ignored issues like hypertrophic scar tissue and risk dividing public opinion like the O's are ending. I don't intend on offending. I'm just not afraid to hit a nerve like lidocaine. I don't write this way just to ignore the plights we face. And every chance I take, I embrace the climb. Miley Cyrus, there's more to this than going viral. If it stays uphill, I'm still inclined. Tread more options, it's electro like with a shock I'm prompting. You see, I told myself a long time ago, if I ever get on air, I won't skirt over matters of great relevance like Marilyn Monroe. I'd seize control, go on a roll like high achievers while beseeching God. I won't be stopped. I'll never come off the top knowing I'd lose the matter like Paul Crendon. I think Hannibal Lecter, I'm too protective. And I was raised correctly like, think before you speak. I encourage self-belief. The currency, immoderate hopes, erode good deeds like the sea over a bed of stones. I'd work myself to the bone in the door held to make a point. Cody Roads. How could I honor my prophet if I did this just for a boost or gold? Think VO5 and break the mold. I stay composed. It's either I possess great resolve or forever abnegate being bold. It's taken some time to grow. I've really transformed, evolved, chosen to accept the pain behind growth, and I'm grateful for more blessings than I've even prayed for. If the intention wanes, dark nights reign over the landscape like Batman. I had plans, but his were great. I was ostentation, a graveyard. I'm on guard, like fencing opponents. Why be moaning loathing is futile? If my Lord decides, I'll still rise. I didn't expect to stay big after first delivering diastasis recti. I knew I'd have to write myself out of a tight spot like Ed Brubaker did The Man Without Fear. I had to persevere, steer my way through the toxicity like Britney Spears. Why would I adhere just to please my peers? I pray I stay sincere. I know if anything appears contentious on the gram, I'll witness the postpartum like baby blues. Under ruse, I've arrived in truth like Spider-Man in Civil War. Forged armor against the worst assault with idle cursey and free cool. Still, I feel touring whenever I split people like personalities. James McAvoy, no capital lie. I had trolls online like faulty wiring trying to dull my shine. I raised inside and realized no matter what you do, you can't outrun the bullets. Inevitable like Ricky's death and Boys in the Hood. I've seen too many greats overlooked and it needs to change. Like, I want it that way. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but messed up. It's unjust. That's why I don't beat around the bush. Fechner and Maxine. If I did this just to be seen, I'd expect the plaudits. I've been denied like Sadie Sink. Circumstances made it seem I wouldn't be a problem right out the gate. Hawkins demagogue, and this is so important. Think Dustin and Susie. I'm trying to fashion a worthy never-ending story. I pray my life ends in glory. What's any of this for if it sends me towards purgatory, further falling? Thereafter disturbed in morning, concerned like a vampire dispersed in morning. I err on the side of caution that hesitates stretch around a crime scene in warning. The mere thought is haunting. The supportive, they lord with approval until I disappear from view, then pop up again like peekaboo. That's return, lift the mood, raw performance, shake the room above board. Nothing left to prove, the rest can move. Depraved and the hate aloof. I grace every stage with truths and prayer. I see for any false praise I'll move. I'm Alec Holland Group. I don't need the flowers, I grow my own. I dream of the ethereal and eternal abode, verdant in growth, the spender and gold, silver vessels and cushions and rolls. I live with this hope, devoted to earning his mercy and growth. I'm determined. Immersed like a scuba diver submerged with discovery stoked, wondering why some only care about a cute angle like the selfies they post. It's through further alone I've overcome any bumps in the road, and I won't condone changing the body to make an impression knowing there's risk involved. Professor Clump, I faced the slump, now I'm on the up and up back with more variations than Baby Shark, Baby Shark. I praise Allah, it's only the beginning, only the start. I'm about to take off now and leave Earth like a trip to Mars. Woo! So, as Haroon alluded to earlier on, he's over there, my man, said I've got an EP coming out, that's right. I am going to be promoting that on my socials from tomorrow onwards, God willing. It's called Greener Pastures, and that was the main track from the EP. Obviously, it'll be accompanied by a backing, and the people that have heard it, including Minnie herself, says it sounds like completely different to anything I've done before, so I'm looking forward to you guys all hearing it. It's very hot in here. So normally I don't feel this out of breath, but I'm so hot. So yeah, my next piece. Thank you, bro. Thank you. This next piece is a piece that's very close to my heart. The last time I performed it, it made me very emotional. So I'm hoping that doesn't necessarily happen again, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's called Unmasked. I'll give you some more context to that piece after. This piece, I mean. Hey, Brad. It's my little brother. I got my mum, my wife, my brother, and my sister in the crowd. So shout out to everybody. I got my boy Jake. My boy Jake's come out tonight as well. My boy Jody as well came to perform. Of course, you guys saw him earlier on, making everybody fall in love with him. But you know how it is. Anyway, let's go. I'm too sick. Off the back, killing it, that's the bounty on Bruce Wayne, I shoot straight. I'm one you won't fare well against, that's a painful departure. Keep harbouring doubts when I hit these targets like a seasoned archer. Amidst all the grief and the hardship, I maintain self-belief and I've grafted. They said I wouldn't elevate after the shot, Costigan in the departed, yet I've outlasted every setback and advanced past it. I move smart, it's otherworldly like Avatar with the Na'vi. My conscience on another level. I steady my metal in the face of adversity like Magneto and X-Men. I'm so damn relentless. It's Daenerys Targaryen, how I command flames when I spit. I'm speaking high Valyrian, reach heights superior than ever projected. They never suggested, expected it. Surprise pregnancy, I rise legacy. Any enemy nemesis barely registers anything. Keep hating. Have your face red like rosacea, I displace it. I'm here to nix any plans you have like the Watergate. If I fall from grace, I'm not okay. And it's been this way since Puff's passed away. I've been scarred in ways I wouldn't even wish my worst enemy was tasked the same. Maybe that's a bold or audacious claim, but I'm struggling. And my moods are strange. Some days the memories, they console the pain. Others, I don't even want to see his face. I feel completely drained. My mind's messed in a wretched state. All I wanted was for someone to help me ease the strain, the anguish, the rage of this. I don't know, I just miss him. And all this reminiscing seems to do is elicit more grief and switching. Like it's another sick joke from Iblis's trick list. I wish this, all the sorrow and sudden grief blips would disappear like he did. God, that's not what I meant. It's just, why didn't any of my so-called friends help me through this? Brothers who said they'd be there but failed to prove it. Clueless, I was over-reliant, stupid, foolish, it's all just bullshit. Look, I know I expected too much. I was shutting family out for weeks, and for some it was a matter of months. I was hurting so much. But I know that doesn't give me the right to pass the buck or shift the blame. It's just all these years later, I can't believe things have barely changed. I'm still the one who reaches out to see if everybody else is straight, and I hate it. I really want to know how many days it would take for them to do the same. Shoot me a message to see how I'm doing in faith. If my mental health is good or inflamed. Touring up on every one of his death anniversary dates. I'm in a desolate place. I don't expect them to remember. But the least they can do is pick up the phone when they see it in a story update, a post on the gram, or even for the discovery page. For God's sake! It's not too much to ask, is it? Or would they even care or just say that I'm bitching? Whining, complaining, acting the victim like it's some role that I'm playing. Yeah, that would explain it. Maybe it's because I took to the stage before Dad was even set in his grave, yeah? They probably think I was fishing for fame, huh? Trying to get my eyes on my socials whenever I showed on the stage. Well, I barely even know what I'm saying. It's just lately, my mind's all over the place and I feel like I've got to adjust my Islam if I even want to do what I love, and damn it, it sucks. Sometimes it feels like someone has money on me just giving it up and I'm stuck. I'm either not Muslim enough or in most places too much. Where's the inclusion they preach, screaming loud that they clutch until it's actually time to prove that it's more than a crutch? And I'll probably end up laughing it off with peers and counterparts who aren't even aware of the extra yards that I've crossed. I can't even take a break to fast without losing the chance to keep rising and up, and I'm tired. So many times I've been stressed and cut deep by the fuss, wondering why I can't just do what I love without you know, I'm supposed to cover this up. Keep it hidden, tough it out. Like have summer move on, there's no time for weakness. Dry your eyes, pretend everything that disappears when they remind you this life is a test. As if that makes it all go away when you're feeling like shit. This has been ongoing a while. And if it wasn't for bathing the kids, God knows how far I'd fall when I'm stressed or depressed. Told to just pray it away without any practical tips. I swear any solace I find is with him. I'm just struggling to make sense of these frustrations within. Damn it, it's grim. God, I know you hear me. I could do with a win. A little break and some ease, a reprieve, please, and to prosper with these dreams. No one being ungrateful. The same guy who told everyone else to embrace gratitude as a staple, who's unable to take things in his stride whenever he's faced with the double standards is great and has me pulling my hair up, going stir crazy. Why won't they let my pen be the measure of greatness? And I'm slipping again. I feel like a hypocrite when I'm flaking. Pushing back dates on some great things, all because I'm scared one of these days is a hurdle that breaks me. God, sometimes I feel like your tester. I don't know. Too much to bear or brave when I'm aching, hurting, on the verge of just breaking. I'm sorry. I know everything is for a reason. I just wish I had the strength to push on without wavering. Not in faith, but the struggle to stay motivated when things aren't the way I thought or intended to make them. I feel like I'm caged in. And this part is an unfortunate side effect of not relying on friends in high places. Nepotism, spread division with tales like an exposition is insufficient. I'd rather not get high off the brown nose and crap Theo James and in-betweeners. I keep it moving, still eager. I swear it's only a matter of time now, like I'm taking a torch from John Cena. Annotate. Yeah, so that piece is it's really, really close to my heart. Obviously, my dad passed away in 2018, and I feel like sometimes people assume that as time, that is, with the passage of time, like you kind of just start to, deal with it and it gets easier. But I don't think that's true. There are days when I wake up and I genuinely feel like shit because I'm missing like crazy. But it also reflects on some of the other things I've experienced along my way as a poet on this journey. I've had opportunities at times where I felt like I'm doing some really good things, and then I've had to take a break for Ramadan, and then boom, khalas, they've been taken away, and they've used some sort of excuse that is clearly not the truth, because before I took the break, it was all good, it was all gravy. So these are the type of things, unfortunately, some of us have to face if we have principles and we stick to them and adhere to them. In today's world, as we can see, what's going on around the world, how much injustice there is. When you have principles, people want to tear you down. So anyway, moving on to another piece, because I feel like that would kind of drain the energy out of the room. So we're going to bring the energy back, yeah? Bring the energy back. I've got a piece now called, this one's called Torn. I'm ecstatic. On top of the World Hubble telescope, my presence known. At last, like unwrapped anniversary gifts, I've earned this bliss. The greatest hit like a retrospective album piece empowered me. But if I change now, I'd be dead wrong, deceased dictator. I'm too creative, unabated. With all this drive, I feel I've been picked to uplift others to ride with like Uber pool. Don't be fooled, I've never been this high. Burj Khalifa, I'm determined, eager, leaving any disbeliever salty at crunch time like Reese's Pieces. I'm reeling on cloud 9, exceeded. I broke the ceiling. Fever pitch, I see the E for its most upper reaches. I'm speechless. Things never been this peachy. I'm popping up from alerts on the screen. Mario and Luigi. I'm beaming like an acrobatics display. I can't miss on scene now, like I'm setting the stage for Oscar bait. With gold aims, I'm putting an extra emphasis on great. Like Tony the Tiger, a hybrid. More than a poet. I put a spin on the title like Cena in 05. I won't lie. It's been a struggle. An uphill battle, a hustle. I had to make things seem better than they are, like influencer couples. Strung up and emotional, wrecked, depressed. I didn't want to move a muscle. It took everything in me, Deku and muscular. I could have crumbled. Now I'm on a crazy run like the bleep test. It means this when it's easy. And I really had to force my way into this picture. I'm photo bombing, beyond confident. I want more, that's human nature. Intense craving, second trimester. I promise you're yet to see the best of. It's been months. It's been months without any shows and I'm stumped. It's really starting to try my patience, clinical trials and riled. I was about to put a single online that match, but I'm hesitating. Rearranging dates like, scratch that and that. I meant to have this all figured out before the big day. I guess I got cold feet. I'm throwing weak, irritated as peak. I was firing on all cylinders like Kane's entrance. Now I'm struggling for reach. Bio side, I tried to wipe the slate clean, but I'm still raw like the ruthless aggression intro. Grindelwald. Maybe I should have changed my character. Been different, inauthentic, that's knockoff designer. It went from milking it in front of the crowd like Kurt Angle to racking my brain scrambled. I was primed to take off until I stopped getting booked like flights when the pandemic hit. I was mad as now I'm past angry. Bruce Banner, my mind rattled and a change of heart on the table at the end of John Q. I can't control these moods. I never knew I'd fill up on gas and flip. I never knew I'd fill up on gas and flip over what's in store. Anton Chigurh, absurd. I've had it up to here, I'm raising the volume, harking back to the earliest crap meconium, with a bone to pick paleontologists. I thought this was over with. Why would I expect they said I better mesh well with trends or have my stock drained like a food strainer. A no-brainer. I hear the whispers. A new low bottom me, risk losing it all. Think bailiff is it. I paid my dues. Over the years as proof. I grew some with a message like viewer discretion warnings. With a pen and performance, I've been killing it since the beginning. So why do I keep starting over like Happy Death Day? It's stress strange. I'm tired of being downplayed like old cassette tapes. At first, I was just letting off steam on a track like a locomotive. Oh, it's crazy. I said locomotivo, I'm speaking Spanish. Understand this. A change would do a number on the language I use like Arabs texting. It's unreflective, vampire convention. I'm stressing, tempted me something to take the edge off Adam Copeland. I'm barely coping, confessing, hoping I can turn a corner without folding in this story. But I'm at the end of my tether, I'm abseiling. This whole thing, unavailing. They say be myself, but still expect someone else. That's an oxymoron. I hear the foregone. The foregone suggests it's time to move on. But how? I'm going back and forth like, it's not you, it's me. I'm rationalizing the breakup in flame cut cellulitis. I'm so divided. There's still time to hide behind this rise and shine if I light up under the mask like red light therapy. Change everything. My bars overhauled to make sure the majority catch it like a common cold. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Family heirloom. It's unfair to consumed, I'm restless, insomniac, going around in circles, cul-de-sac. I'm just trying to prepare for the future, I'm a done for when I break fast and see my opportunities to speak dry up like xerostomia. Think pungent aroma. Deep down everybody knows it stings. I'm on the brink of collapse. Overexertion. I put the work in. Certain it would bear fruit like a tropical island, it's stifling. And I'm finally suited to admit I'm too attached like cufflinks. It haunts me. I overlooked the warnings, Jack Torrance. Now I'm blew out of proportion, ACL tear. It's harsh to bear. That Goldilocks savouring baby share. I care too much. I'm obsessed. Emma rewired, disquiet. My love unrequited. One-sided relationship. Or maybe it's I'm overthinking like I don't need any more time. It's over. Finished. It's ironic. It's ironic. I thought I'd grit it out whenever I see conditions change over time like clear ice melting. The fight back feeling. I'm prone to slip. Pacquiao and Marquez. Disadvantage. I'm itching for another shot. Damn it, this detox isn't working. I'm just trying to eat in the scene, but there's something stirring. It's hard me. I've got dang chest burster and alien. Dangerous, unfavorable. To have the range I have and still face the bull. Insane. I'm losing it off the chase like a game of tag. It's mad. I'm a shell of my former self like a casting mold. This getting old, that's ageism. Enraged, they keep misunderstanding the points being raised. Evil monkey, I'm done keeping us all in. COVID-19, I concede. I'm addicted, and this is the worst it's ever been. Okay, my voice is going, boy. Oh my God, I've got one more piece for you. All right, so before, my God, if my voice allowed me. So before I move on, that piece is exploring 3 different mindsets throughout the creative process. So sometimes you have an incredible high, and you're on top of the world, and you're like, yeah, things are going the way I want them to. And then it turns to anger and a bit of frustration and rage. You're like, what's going on here? Why have things changed all of a sudden? And then it turns to a bit of sadness, a bit of depression, a bit of stress, fighting that battle, thinking, okay, like, I really love what I do, but there are some moments where I have to question whether this is actually good for my mental health. So that's kind of what that piece explores. This last piece I got for you tonight, I wanted to end it on a bit of a high note. Didn't want anybody to go home feeling depressed. No, I'm joking. I hope that's not what I caused you guys at all, because if I did, then I'm quitting right now. But no, I wanted you guys to go home feeling a bit like, you know, happy, jovial, whatever you want to say. So this piece is called I Am the Greatest. I am the greatest after all. Not really. I'm talking about Muhammad Ali. So yeah, this is a tribute to the greatest boxer of all time, in my opinion, Muhammad Ali. Okay. I am the greatest. I was made to move mountains and make tectonic plates shift. Leave my opponents shaking like the earth when a quake hits. I'm groundbreaking, off the Richter scale, landscape changing. More devastating than a hurricane invasion. Ooh, I'm amazing. I send vibrations up and down the spinal column like shock therapy. It's spine tingling. I waste no time mingling. I'm in a league of my own, singled out of this world. It's alienating. My opponents merely masquerading like costume party celebrations. The critics believed it crazy. I was the underdog, less than the favorite. But I predicted and I knew the score. I told them I'd be champion in 64, so stand and applaud. Hear me roar like a lion presiding over his kingdom. I told you all I'd float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, and I done did it. That's why I am the bravest, the most courageous, the only boxer in the world Superman couldn't keep pace with. I'm more dominating than a Tyrannosaurus Rex during the Cretaceous. I wrestled with an alligator and done tussle with a wild. I've done handcuff lightning and thrown thunder in jail. I've let electricity flow through me, then shook up the world. I'll never fail. I'm so fast between the ropes I make light jealous. Shine so bright even the sun envious. Just last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Oh, I'm slick. I made history at 22, the youngest heavyweight champion, and now I've beaten them all. Liston, Foreman, Fraser, and more. There isn't a single boxer around that can match my form. I'm a snowstorm, a blizzard, high winds, and heavy snowfall. I lay my opponent out cold after an avalanche of punches. I'm really something. The benchmark, the yardstick. From gold medal winning Olympian to first ever 3-time heavyweight champ, I've mastered this. I've rumbled in the jungle. and I thrilled in Manila. Had the fight of the century and proven I'm a winner. I told the world after this then, if God's with me, can't no one else be against me. I am the greatest. It's more than a boast, it's more than a statement. With 56 career wins, it's blatant. There might have been greats before me, and there will be greats after. But there will never be another Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer this world has ever seen. Annotate.